Hey, I just wanted to hop on here before you get any further into today's video lesson. I just want to let you know, this lesson and any of the lessons in this new series, I'm calling it something like the Beginner Backbeat series, or Beginner Backbeat Groove series, or something like that. Every video in this series is specifically tailored to beginner drummers, or new-ish drummers, or drummers who really haven't played much. Maybe they've played a little bit, but they've never really studied backbeat grooves. This series is for them. So, or for you, maybe that's you watching. So if you're an advanced or even an intermediate player, this series is probably gonna be nothing good for you. I mean, not nothing good for you, but it's probably not what you're looking for. You probably already know all this stuff. So before you, if you're advanced or intermediate, begin spending more time watching this video, you may not need to. You probably don't need to. You probably know all this stuff, so you can skip it. Now, if you're a beginner and you're still watching, hey, I am so happy you're here, and I'm really excited for you to jump into the rest of this lesson. Also, before you go any further, I want you to click the link in the description below. Not for me, but for you. It's a free PDF of the drum charts of each of the grooves that I'm going to be demonstrating in this video. So it doesn't help me out at all. I could care less. It's for you. You need that in order to actually practice these grooves. This lesson is going to be, I think, really helpful for you, but the biggest takeaway, even if you don't watch the rest of this lesson, is that you get that PDF, you download it to your phone or your tablet or your computer, or print it out and throw it up on your music stand, get behind your drum kit and start playing the grooves on that page. If that's all you take away from today, that's what I want for you. Every lesson in this series is going to have a drum chart PDF in the description below, so always grab it. Also, I'm going to include a drum PDF for how to read drumming notation. So if you're completely new, like if this is the first time you're ever picking up a pair of sticks and you just got a drum kit or something like that, or you made a drum kit out of pots and pans, or you're playing a bunch of pillows, or you're using a practice pad, whatever it may be, if you have no idea how to read drum notation, there's a second PDF below for you. Again, neither of those PDFs help me at all. If you click them, it doesn't benefit me, but it does benefit you. And I want to give those two things to you for free. So please click those links before you go any further in this video. All right, that's enough. I think that's everything. If it's not, hopefully I cover it in the rest of this video. I'm just so excited that you're here. Again, if you're advanced or intermediate and you're still watching this, I don't know why, unless you're just enjoying it. Hey, cool, happy you're here. This video is for you newer drummers out there. All right, cool. Let's get started with the lesson. Here we go. All right, so let's jump into the lesson. Today, we are adding a new subdivision of notes into our backbeat grooves. Now the backbeat, it's still the snare drum playing on 2 and 4. The hi-hat though, that's what's changing here today, as well as some of the placement of the kick drum. Of course, the kick drum is moving all over the place. That's been consistent. But previously, everything we've done has either been 8th note or quarter note based, and a mixture of the two. Today, we're adding the 16th note. So it's a much smaller subdivision than quarter notes, and you're going to be counting the way we count 16th notes. Remember, is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay. I know that was fun to listen to, but anyway, that's what you want to be counting in either your head, in your mind, or out loud. As I mentioned in some of our other backbeat beginner lessons. I encourage you to do these kind of freestyle at first. Just piece each note together as you're following along on your groove chart PDF. Just piece it together. Once you become comfortable, then you can plug it into your old metronome. Or you probably don't have an old metronome like I do. You probably got a metronome app. Plug it into the app and pick your different tempos. So what are you going to see me do? In a moment, you're going to see me demonstrate all of these grooves. It's about, I don't know, 20 something grooves, 23 grooves, as a matter of fact. And they're fantastic. We're playing one-handed 16th notes with our right hand. I encourage you to do that on the hi-hat, but also move that right hand over to your ride cymbal. Now, your right hand's going to be going 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 over and over and over. That's what your right hand's doing. So you're going to do that on the hi-hat, where you're crossed like this, but then also move it over to the ride cymbal. So play each one of these grooves with the hi-hat and the ride. Really, really important. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's watch the demonstration, and then I'll pop back in before the end of the lesson. All right, so there you have it. 16th note hi-hat, single-handed, one-handed hi-hat, 16th note backbeat grooves. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. I'm happy to answer any and all questions there. As I always say, if I need to do a follow-up video, if I can't give you a good enough answer in the comments, I'll do a follow-up video. As always in this beginner series, I'm constantly saying, I'm sure you're bored of this, but it's a good reminder. Play each groove at 3 different tempos. A slow tempo, something that's really slow, that's challenging for you. A medium tempo, a tempo that's like fairly comfortable. And then a fast tempo. A fast for you, not fast because some great drummer XYZ tells you it's fast. You know, so everybody's different. You know, and as you're a new, younger drummer out there, your fast will not be as fast as an advanced drummer or an intermediate drummer's fast. So just be patient with yourself, but pick a realistically fast tempo for you. Practicing at 3 different speeds is always good. And each day you practice, maybe move the knob a little bit. So let's say your slow tempo is 60 tomorrow, and then the day after, maybe your slow tempo is 57, or maybe it's 64. You know, maybe your mid-tempo is 80 on tomorrow's lesson practice, and then the next day maybe you do 87, you know, or maybe you do 71 for your medium tempo. And if your fast is 90, maybe it's 100 another day, or maybe 100 is way too fast, maybe it's only 92, and then maybe you drop it down to 89. It could be something like that. Or, you know, if you're much able to play above 100, awesome, that's great. But you adjust it each day. The more tempos you familiarize your mind and your body with, the better your inner clock is going to be. It's super good, super helpful. All right, as I always say in this YouTube world, if you enjoyed this video, you might consider doing all the YouTube-y things, like subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. I'm so grateful that you're here, and it's your support that helps this channel grow, and that helps the DrumShed just keep growing in general. So thank you so much for being here. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out in the comments below, and I hope you have a very blessed day.